How's it going, everyone? Saintsfan back again with this week's episode of the GTA 5 Q&A. Last week on Friday or on Thursday or on Friday, I don't remember what day it was, but Rockstar released a Newswire post that talked about the future of GTA Online, and there were a few questions that I want to answer regarding that. So we'll be talking about that and some other stuff in GTA Online, so hopefully you guys do enjoy. Now, the first question from Max: do you think the next DLC will involve nightclubs or docks, and which would you prefer? So the theories at the moment are that the next DLC that Rockstar teased were going to be on the Maze Bank foreclosure website. These new properties will either be docks or nightclubs because, let's face it, there's really not much else they could add in GTA Online apart from nightclubs or like a sea-based thing, and that would be the docks. I mean, they only have a limited amount of businesses they can use, so that's why docks and nightclubs are at the top of the list. And which would I prefer? I don't know. It depends obviously on what comes with it. I did mention in a video a few weeks ago that I thought a sea-based DLC would be pretty damn cool if Rockstar did it right, if they added the right things and made use of the ocean, but it would completely suck if they did it wrong. So obviously there's some risk with that. Now for the nightclubs, again, if it was a nightclub DLC tied with like maybe import cars, that would be freaking awesome. I mean, people have been wanting the interior of the nightclubs for a while, so maybe if we could run them and then there was some sort of street racing on the side or even some other stuff on the side, I think that'd be kind of cool. Which would I would prefer? I probably would say the nightclubs, just because I feel like at least with that, the businesses, the jobs, and the missions might be a little bit different compared to the ones we already have in the game. If it was a sea-based DLC, then I'm sure the missions would be the same as it was for gun running, same as they are for the Smuggler's Run DLC, but instead of in the air or on the ground, they would just be in the water. So at least with nightclubs, I would think the missions would be a little different. But then Dakota says, what if mansions were on the foreclosure site? That's actually an interesting idea. Now, I'm not entirely sure why a mansion would be on a foreclosure site, but it could maybe fit, especially if these mansions were the base of some new business venture. Maybe it ties in with nightclubs. Maybe you have to own a mansion to become a nightclub owner. I don't know. That would be good sort of endgame content for people because you'd have to work up to get a mansion and then you have to work up to get a nightclub. But mansions are definitely one of the other few things that Rockstar haven't added to the game that a lot of people want, at least in terms of properties. But again, I don't really know what a mansion would be doing on a foreclosure site, but I like the idea. Then we have King J. What do you like most about the Vigilante and what do you like most about the Hunter? So for the Vigilante, I mentioned this in the video I did on it a few days ago, but I absolutely love the ramming power. Yeah, it sucks that the armor isn't that good. It does get blown up in one RPG or one sticky bomb, but the thing rams anything out of its way, and I absolutely like that because, you always get annoyed by NPCs when they're in your way in online, just driving around, so having it plow through them, I think, is going to be a lot of fun. And then what do I like most about the Hunter? Totally the barrage. The ability to shoot that many missiles that quickly is so much fun. Honestly, I'm really surprised they even added it to the game because I think it might end up being overpowered, but I do kind of like the fact that it's going to be really, really powerful. It would have really sucked if the Hunter came out and it was like the Savage. It wasn't that good and wasn't that strong. But the Hunter, man, that thing is going to be a beast. GTA Online, Mike, do you think the next business DLC will be just as expensive or even maybe more than the Smuggler's Run? No, I don't think it's going to be more expensive. I think with the Smuggler's Run, they had the excuse or fallback that, oh, it's aircraft. Aircraft are always expensive. So, no, I don't think the next one will be as expensive. And even if the next one was Smuggler's Run 2 and they were making a freaking sequel to Smuggler's Run, I don't think they would make it that expensive just because so many people complained. More than normal. And I don't know if that affected, shark card sales or anything, but it is interesting that a few days after or a few weeks after, like only 2 weeks after the Smuggler's Run DLC came out, they already made it double money because so many people complained. So I don't think we'll be seeing anything in the near future that is expensive as that DLC. Only Fox, if the Vigilante is not released for Halloween, do you think it would still be sold for a limited time? It's possible, but I would say if it's not sold at Halloween, then it's going to be a vehicle that just stays in the game. What they could end up doing, this is something I thought about, maybe they actually just re-release the Sanctus for this Halloween, because they did that with the Roosevelt. So maybe they end up doing that, and that's the car they try and push, or vehicle that they try and push. That's $2 million to get people to buy. But it will be interesting between the Vigilante and the Sanctus, which one they make limited time this year. Raphael, why are holiday updates only a few days? Why not the whole month? Dude, I have been asking a question similar to this for the longest. You know how amazing it would be if Rockstar took the entire month of October and made it some sort of Halloween themed month where every weekend they have cool events and stuff? Maybe one weekend or one day out of the week, they make it so where they change free roam to a blackout mode where the lights don't pop on at nighttime, or they change it to the Halloween adversary mode weather where it looks all creepy and crazy looking, or maybe they make it so where the NPCs just go crazy and start attacking you. There's some cool events like that they could do, but unfortunately they're not gonna do that. But I'm hoping for like Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA 6, they do something like that, because there could be some really cool stuff added to the game that I think would get people back playing the game. I mean, imagine, let's say Christmas, for example, the entire month of December. Maybe like some days there's snow, some days there's not. It's just random. And some days you might see a Santa sleigh fly across the thing. And if you blow it up, maybe you get a little crate of goodies. Maybe it's like a little shirt or something. Like, there's just so many ideas that they could do to give people who play the game constantly some new stuff, some different stuff, some unique stuff. So yeah, that's my sort of idea on that topic, but they haven't done that yet, so I don't think they're going to do that in the future, but maybe for the next games. I don't know. And then the final question, figured we'd end on a pretty funny question from Max. Who is your favorite prostitute in the game? So a little not safe for work question, but let me know in the comment section. And I guess, well, are you talking about prostitute or do you mean stripper? Because I don't think the prostitutes have a name, do they? And if you're talking about strippers, the only one I have on my phone is Fufu, I think. So I gotta defaultly say her, but let me know in the comment section what is your favorite prostitute, or I guess stripper, in the game. I'm definitely interested in seeing what people have to put. But thank you all for watching. Please drop the video a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more awesome GTA content. As always, though, I'll see you guys in the next one.